Now, and we'll start with Zimbabwe.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we'll just follow that.
Now time for Ireland's call. That's the two anthems, and we have the fifth match of the series that's going to be completed here. A 3-0 in the ODI, a chance for 2-0 for Ireland after the non-result to the first T20I in Belfast. I was out with the two captains for the toss a little while earlier. Let's find out what happened. Good afternoon and welcome to Bready Cricket Club in the northwest of Ireland for this, the third and final GS Holding T20 International between Ireland and Zimbabwe. I've got the two captains, Gary Wilson and Hamilton Masakadze, the ICC match referee, and most importantly we've got our mascots for Ireland and Zimbabwe from the Hope Foundation. Gary, you've got the coin. Go ahead. Tails is the call.
Tails Zimbabwe.
Tails it is. Hamilton, come in to me. You've won the toss. What are you going to do?
We're going to have a ball.
Okay, any reasons behind that?
Yeah, I think it's quite difficult to defend on this wicket, so it's nice to know what you're chasing.
It's been a tough tour, winless so far in Ireland, hoping to change that today.
Yeah, definitely hoping to finish on a high. Yeah, it's been a really tough tour, but yeah, give it one more crack, see what happens.
Any changes in your team today, finally?
Just one change, Mira comes in for more.
Okay, best of luck today. Hopefully you get your first win. Gary, you've lost the toss. First job not done. You're happy enough to have a bat though?
Look, I don't think it's going to change huge amount during the day. Either way, batter ball, I think it's going to be the team who plays the best cricket is going to win the game.
4 wins from 4 in the completed matches so far. There's been talk of a historic greenwash for the first time ever. Is that something you guys have talked about?
Look, you don't get an opportunity too often to win series at home, so I think we first and foremost just got to be thinking about that. Go out there and try and win this game today. And obviously the talk of the 5-0 would be great, but it's not something we've thought about.
Any changes to your starting 11? You have a 14-man squad.
We do have a change today. Josh Little comes in for Tyrone Kane.
Okay, thanks, Gary. That's the news from the toss and the 2 captains. Zimbabwe, they've won the toss and they're going to have a bowl. So that was the news from the toss. Zimbabwe captain Hamilton Masakadza, he won the toss. He decided to have a bowl first. And we have a couple of changes to the Irish squad, not the one change as Gary Wilson initially said at the toss. Perhaps getting a little long in the tooth, forgetful in his old age. I've got Mark Jones to my left here. And in fact, there's 2 changes to the squad, Jones, isn't there?
Yeah, I think one might be enforced as well, Andrew. Andrew Balbirnie seems to be missing. We're struggling to find out why. So Gareth Delaney retains his place. He was initially out and now he's brought back in. George Dockrell has come in for Tyrone Kane.
Bowled him, first ball. The opposite for Paul Sterling from the other day where he made 83 off just 36 deliveries. That's the perfect start for Zimbabwe. And the big hitter that this huge crowd has come to see in Bready is gone first ball.
Wow, what a start from Sean Williams.
Yeah, gamble from Zimbabwe to bowl spin for the first over of the innings. And it's paid off because it's just straightened a touch on Paul Sterling and it's hit the top of off stump. A beauty to start the match for Zimbabwe.
Yeah, very nicely bowled. Might have been a little bit of grip. And it's interesting to see who comes in at 3. Gary Wilson coming in at 3 now, but a great start from Zimbabwe. Just what they needed to get themselves back on track after being a pretty disappointing tour so far.
Yeah, those 2 changes we were talking about just before the start. So Andrew Balbirnie goes out of the side, as does Tyrone Kane. And into the team come George Dockrell and the left armour, Josh Little. 2 left armours coming into the side.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that Josh has been given a chance. He's coming back from a bit of an injury, so certainly no surprise that he's given the opportunity with just the 4 overs needed today from him. And George Dockrell, great to see him back in Irish colours again after being a little bit disappointing in the Tri-Series and against England.
Yeah, the Irish skipper Gary Wilson to the crease now at number 3, and perhaps with the enforced change, Andrew Balbirnie missing out, perhaps with just something of a niggle. Wilson taking the responsibility himself, escalating himself up the order, and he's in after just 1 delivery. Williams nearly has 2 and 2 balls, beautifully bowled. Turn immediately for the left arm spinner.
Yeah, swing and a miss first up from Gary Wilson, but a very aggressive shot first up. We'll just see it on the replay here, Lenny. Beating outside the off stump, but just look like it went straight on through though, did it?
A little bit of turn there, I think. Just a bit of grip with the new ball. Struggles for Taylor continues. Going to be a slip come into place. That's Hamilton Masakadza comes into first slip. Flat of this time. Wilson can't get it away. Good start. Good tactics this from Zimbabwe, starting with spin.
Well, clearly, yeah. It's obviously paid off first up with Sterling going first ball of the game. Williams has bowled well all through the series.
4 dots to start with. In fact, a wicket and 3 dots. It was a very good batting pitch this on Friday. We're on the same wicket as Friday, Jonesy, so perhaps signs of a little bit of wear, a little bit of...
The Kata goes into the covers.
Wilson looks for the sweep shot. It's a shot he loves, gets it behind square. The first runs of the day are going to be a boundary 4. Difficult stop in the deep. That's...
Yeah, that's Wilson's go-to shot, isn't it, Lenny? He just... It will be... He is bowled reasonably well.
And Ireland have been in this ascendancy so far. They've taken the ODI series 3-0. There was a washout of the first T20I on Wednesday in Stormont and Belfast, but